Hey everyone, thank you for stopping by Living to Do's review of Married at First Sight, Season 17, Episode 23, called Second Time's the Charm. Before I get started with the review, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it, and I thank you in advance. And before I get started with the actual review, I want to say Paige from season 12, congratulations. She had her baby. I'm glad she has some joy in her life because she really took one for the team when she was paired up with the worst person ever on Married at First Sight. When, hands down, when they paired her up with Chris Williams. I have nothing nice to say about him. I will never have anything nice to say about that man. He was the worst thing ever. No one ever can compare to his horrible behavior. Anyway, now let's get started with the review. Congratulations, Paige. All right, so the group, they meet up. For the most part, everybody meets up 19 days after decision day. Why? This has to be painful for a lot of these people. So what is the purpose of this? I mean, it's just, you could just see some of the angst on Lauren's face, definitely when she's meeting up with her ex. Just things, it just didn't, I don't know why they do that. Claire wasn't there. She said she had to work. And this is a nighttime event, and Emily was like, what type of work does a therapist need to do at night? I mean, maybe you have a therapy session. They usually end around 6 or 7. I don't know why she couldn't meet up with them. I think she's embarrassed, and by her actions and her behavior, um, micro managing Cameron at the last group event, but Cameron wasn't there either. Um, and I don't think Claire knew that. She was just given an excuse. So she wasn't there. Cameron wasn't there. Brennan wasn't there. He said he had a ball game. Boy, he gave any excuse. Emily informed us that they are not in touch. They're not in each other's lives, which is fine, which is for the best. Orion really greeted Lauren politely. He said, how are you, Lauren? Lauren, how are you? And Lauren gave no response, or at least that was the way it was edited. It just made it seem like she didn't even say anything. He later he later said that he holds Lauren in high regard. Later in a group session conversation, they started to bicker. Lauren sees things differently. She's really just, it looks like she's holding it together just to be in the same room with him. And they go back and forth and they're bickering. And Orion said he was ready to check out on day 2. And that was news to Lauren. She explained that he has put her on an emotional roller coaster. And she was just kind of getting a little upset there. And the discussion, the bickering ended with Orion apologizing to Lauren because Orion's not given much clarity. He's always in front of the camera. Let's hook up. Let's get together. I want to be friends. But when the cameras aren't there, he doesn't call. He doesn't do anything. And he apologized. There was no clarity in in how he wanted the relationship to really go, and there was no follow through. And he could see it all over her face. I mean, she was really upset about that. And she really wanted him just to go, leave the premises. Well, Austin and Becca, they got there. When Austin came there, Becca was already there. And they hugged. It was really nice to see. And Becca, she's really transparent. Whatever she's feeling, even if it's very, very hurtful, she talks about it. She says she really misses Austin. She knows she still thinks he's hot. She wants to kiss him. And seeing him makes her heart hurt. But she believes that he is not, that she keeps saying that she's not the right person for him, but he's not trustworthy, so he's not the right person for you. In a group conversation, and during the group conversation, Becca, her opinion with the whole experiment was the guys didn't have the same level of commitment as the ladies did. They didn't prioritize their marriage. And it kind of seemed like that. And I think that's on the real world too. I think girls, women, they hold on to this sacred thing called marriage more dear to their heart than guys do. Guys will say yes, finally, get to the altar, and then, you know, they become different most of the time and they're out cheating. They're just, I don't know why. It just seems like a lot of them. And I don't know if it's in most recent years. It just seems like years ago, way back when, actually, way back. Um, Prior to the 70s, it seems people got married and they stayed married longer. And people they just don't make it and this show is even harder. I mean, you're an arranged marriage, you've never seen this person before, you don't know their likes, dislikes. So it's even harder when you're just neither one of them, or at least one of them, is not as committed as the other. It just makes this whole thing harder. And Michael and Chloe were also at this group meetup, and they were looking like they didn't know what to say. Their mouths looked dropped because everybody there is broken up except them. And that's just not a good place. That energy is not good for them to be around. They had an interesting scene with the girls that Becca put together, a photo shoot. And before she took pictures, they discussed their best and worst features. And when Lauren said that her worst feature was her butt, I wonder why Becca immediately said, yeah, like she was in total agreement. And Lauren went on to say that for black people, her butt is too small, and for white people, it's too big. Apparently, she was right when she said that. The way Becca said, yeah, oh, my worst feature is my butt. Yeah. What?
I would say my least favorite part is my ass. Yeah. Because I feel like in like the black community, it's like you don't have an ass. And then for other races, they're like, your ass is too big. So I was like, I feel like I was always floating through a space.
We didn't say that. No one said anything about her worst feature, which was her stomach. And the pictures, they look great. The girls really look great, especially Emily. Emily looked like she has an OnlyFans page. She's so cute, but her pictures were really, really cute. Claire looked a little stiff. But it was good. It was fun. They looked better than I thought they would. Um, and Becca's little number was really cute on her. Really cute. So we come to decision day. And Michael and Chloe, it's their decision day. And Mavs gives us this recap of their journey together. That recap just seemed, I don't know if that's longer than most because they're the only ones, they had to fill up this episode with something. And it seemed like we just watched a lot of what we had already seen. But they get to decision day, and Michael shows up in a suit jacket, like a normal suit jacket, and a skirt. That's bold. That's bold. Is he way ahead of the game or just weird? I don't know. What if you met up with your arranged marriage husband at the altar and he was wearing a skirt? I would be that lady who met up with Michael at the altar, and I would say, I just can't do this. This is a joke, all right? Well, Chloe said yes, and Michael said no, which I was surprised at Michael. I mean, in the last couple of episodes, he just seemed a little distant. I didn't know if he wasn't talking because that was just the way it was edited, and but the way I didn't want to believe he would say no or somebody would say no, that they wouldn't be together. I really hoped that for them. Even though I know he's kind of different with the, the apparel, but emotionally they really clicked. And Chloe had doubts before decision day. She 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 didn't think she could see Michael with not in her life, but she didn't really know if they were meant to be. And yeah, he is different, but he does have a lot of great qualities. They broke up. I guess they're getting divorced. I don't know if they're going to break up and date. It didn't seem like it, but they broke up very maturely and lovingly. It was like the best breakup. Everyone should, should be able to break up the way they did. It's it was sad. It was bittersweet. It was very, I guess everybody knew where everybody stood. They were honest, and they were as nice and as loving as they could be about it. But that was it. That was it for this episode. I think next week there's not going to be an episode. It looks like they're going to have some past um, cast members coming together and dishing out whatever they need to dish out. Another filler episode, I guess, until I guess the reunion. We'll have a break. Oh, you know why? Oh, wait, no, why would that be? I don't know why we're having no reunion yet, but okay, whatever. But that's it for now. Thank you for staying with me to the end. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. And I thank you in advance. But I gotta go because I got living to do. Bye.